make me go gaga, unanimaliza sana. Ninapokuona kwa TV ungejua jinsi gani unaniacha hoi. Uzuri wako yani mia kwa mia umeniteka Kenya boy.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Nemo, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so right now so that you follow me on my pregnancy journey and other stuff that I'll be posting on my channel. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate it so very much. So today I'll be telling you guys how I found out I'm pregnant after having a miscarriage back in last year in November. So stay tuned if you want to hear more about that, but please don't forget to subscribe to really help my channel and really support me, so please do so now. So I wanted to start this narrative, if I may call it so. Back in last year, if you've not watched any of my videos, I had a boy. He was 6 months old when he passed on in 2017, and after that I had been on a contraceptive form that completely ruined my system and my fertility. Like, it ruined it, and I'll never try that again in my life, and I wouldn't even ask someone to try that. I had the 3 months injection once, and it messed my whole system, and it was bad. So after that injection, I had it because I had my boy through C-section, and I didn't want to give birth again like quickly, so that I could fast heal, like just a month or so. And that's why I had the 3 months injection. So I wanted to stop myself from getting pregnant quickly, so that I can be able to spend time with my son, and also to give my body some time to heal. And yeah, I think that's what completely messed me up. So when my baby boy, by the time my baby died, the injection had made me experience the worst experience in my life. I was bleeding like 3 weeks in a row. So I went back to the hospital. They gave me something to stop it. So I took the tablets, and they helped to stop the bleeding that I was having. So, and I was back to normal, and I did not go for the second injection. I just didn't want to use it anymore because it was hectic for me. So after that, that was in May. That was when it was expiring after 3 months. So in May, I did not go back for the second injection, and in June, that's when my baby boy passed on. So after that, I was really trying to conceive, but I just couldn't. And I had to give myself time first to mourn my son. I wasn't in a hurry to have another baby yet, although I wanted to get pregnant, but I wasn't in a hurry. So I did not go to see the doctor right away to correct whatever is happening, because I thought it was normal and it's going to happen. So every month I would wait, and my periods wouldn't come, and I would think I'm pregnant, and I would take the test, and it's negative. So it continued like that until October, when I went back to the hospital. They gave me the, what is this called? This contraceptive that has both the hormone, the progesterone, and I think the estrogen. It's called the combined pill. They gave me to take it once, the 30 tablets, and it's going to balance my hormones, because that was the problem. So I took it. I had my periods because I wasn't having them after I stopped the injection. So I took the pills for 30 days, but then it wasn't happening for me even then. Even after that, I got the periods, and then the next month I did not conceive. So that was back in, I think, 2017. So after that, I was just waiting on God to bless me with a child. I did not do anything else. And in 2018, I got a job in June. So first I concentrated more on that. So I only went to back to the doctor, I think in October, and he gave me some meds. Again, apologies this time. He gave me some meds, 4 of them. I cannot remember them correctly right now. Please excuse my pregnancy brain. So, but I remember Steron, which was to trigger the periods to come back, and then Fertilion, which is to boost the fertility, folic acid, and there was another one, I cannot remember the name, but I'm not telling you guys you can go buy them. No. You have to go get your own diagnosis, and then they can give you the meds that will help you conceive and balance your hormones if it is the problem. So that was my diagnosis. I did not tell anyone to go buy those. So I took those meds. That was in November, and I think I was too busy with work or something. I don't know what was happening to me. I just started feeling tired all the time. I just wanted to sleep all the time. That was, I think, around the time that my piece was supposed to come, and I did not even think to even take a test or something. My skin was really glowing, and even people on Instagram were telling me, like, you're glowing. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, come on, just go search It's Nemo, click there, follow me, and then we'll be able to share more. That's why I post more. If I'm not here on YouTube, that's why I post most of my pictures and everything. So go there and follow me. So, where was I? So, I was really feeling tired. So, my husband was like, just go to the hospital and just take some tests and see what's wrong, because I don't think the way you're tired is normal. And pregnancy wasn't even in my mind. I don't know if it was in his. I don't know if he was thinking that I'm pregnant. But for me, I did not even give it a thought that I might be pregnant, because I took those meds and I completed the cycle. And I was supposed to have my menses around 4th December, and they did not come. So that was before I went to was it before or after? I think it was after 4th, when I was supposed to have my menses in December, and they didn't come. So when I went to the hospital, I told them I'm just tired. I don't know what's happening. They took the blood tests, and then they sent me to the laboratory, and the lady told me to pee on the stick. So there I was, just like, I don't know what was happening to me. I wasn't giving pregnancy the thought. So she took my urine and tested for pregnancy, and then she was like, you're not pregnant. Like, the stick had, it showed negative. But then when she told me that, I don't know, I was kind of disappointed, but I wasn't expecting pregnancy to be the cause. So I looked at the stick that is used to test for pregnancy, and I took it, and then I could see 2 lines. One was thick and the other one was weaker, a little bit weak. So I told her, why are you telling me it's negative? And I can see that there are 2 lines. So I told her, yeah, there are 2 lines. She asked me, what? Yes, I told her there are 2 lines. I was so happy. I cried that day in that hospital. I cried. I was saying, yeah, it's 2 lines. So she called a colleague, and she asked him, can you tell me what this test means? He told her, yeah, it's positive because there are 2 lines, but the one is weak because my pregnancy was almost like 6 weeks when you're supposed to test, you see. It was like 6 weeks, so the second line was not as darker like the first one. So I remember I was so happy. Everyone in the hospital noticed, because they knew my history. They knew I had lost a son, and I was really looking forward to have another baby. And they are congratulating me, telling me how happy they are for me, and I was so happy. So I go home. I think my husband called me, and I told him. I think I told him over the phone what they're telling me that I'm pregnant, or I think I went home and told him. And we are very happy for that period. But then on December 18th, I was just at work, and then after my shift ended, I just wanted to go to the washrooms. So I go in there and I wipe down there, sorry to say. I wipe down there and I see some brownish discharge. So it didn't worry me because I thought when pregnant you can experience such, and yeah, I kind of dismissed it. But then again, on the second time that I went to the washroom, there was a drop of one drop of blood that fell on the tissue. So I was shocked. I didn't when saw the blood, I was confused, but I knew something definitely was wrong, because that was not the implantation bleeding, because it's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to happen at that time. It was too late for implantation bleeding to happen. If I was to experience it, it would have come earlier. So sorry if I'm assuming some things, but when trying to conceive, you try to Google each and everything. So some of these things I have Googled, and stressing. So I knew this wasn't implantation bleeding at that point in my pregnancy, so it was really a call for concern. So I just get out of work, and then I called the gynecologist that gave me those meds, the 4 of them. I told him that I have seen some few drops of blood after I went to the toilet. He told me, how are you doing, or were you still working? And he told me, when you confirmed you were pregnant, you should have come, because I went to a different hospital. He told me, when you were pregnant, you should have come back to me, because I think there were some other meds that were supposed to be given, so that, because the problem was with my hormones, I think. So there were other meds that were supposed to be given to boost even when pregnant, and I didn't go back there. So I guess that's where the problem came from. So yeah, I was on a call, and he told me in Kiswahili, he told me, sorry, he told me, hiyo mimba imeharibika. And oh my God, hearing this doc tell me that over the phone completely destroyed me. Now I became hysterical. There are tuk-tuks here, so I took a tuk-tuk here and from work, and he told me to go straight to his center, and he will send someone there to have a scan, do me a scan. So I called my husband, and then he came. He found me at that hospital. I'm waiting for the person to do me the scan. By the time my husband was coming, they have already done the scan, and this guy was looking at the monitor, and he told me there's no pregnancy. Like, there's no pregnancy. I told him, are you sure of what you're saying? I'm 6 weeks pregnant. I'm supposed to be 6 weeks pregnant this week. He told me, no, there's no pregnancy. If there's pregnancy, I am supposed to see it here on the monitor, and it's not there. I didn't even know what to tell him. And then he starts telling me, but I think you have I think you have something else. I don't know, endometriosis or something like that. So I'm looking at this guy. This guy is just worsening my situation. He just told me that I'm not pregnant, and I've been staying like 7 weeks or so thinking that I'm pregnant, and now he's giving me other diagnoses. I just cried. I cried so much. He told me, just please be strong. And then he saw my husband, so I just went out. He wrote down whatever he found, and then I went to meet my husband. So I told him, they're saying that there's no pregnancy. So we decided to go to another hospital, the earlier one that I had been told that I was pregnant. So I went back there, and they did the scan again, and there was no pregnancy. But then I asked the doctor, what about the thing that he was saying about endometriosis? He told me, no, there's nothing like that. I think it was the baby that had formed. I don't know, maybe the tissues had been left there, so that's why this doctor was thinking like so. He told me, no, there's nothing else like that, but you're not pregnant. If you were, you lost it. Yeah, it's not there anymore. You lost it. Oh my God, this was devastating. It was the worst day of my life. I think it was the most painful day after losing my son, how I felt with these people telling me that now you're not pregnant. And I had been thinking I was pregnant all this time, all these weeks. I was thinking that I was pregnant, and now they're saying that it's not there anymore. So I don't know. I don't know what caused the miscarriage. I don't know what, if it was a brighted of I don't know what it's called, or it was because of the hormonal imbalance. I don't know. But yeah, that's how I found out about the miscarriage. And so this doc tells me you have to go home and you come back here after 3 days. They give me some meds, I think painkillers, but I wasn't in pain. I wasn't feeling any pain in the stomach or anywhere. I wasn't in pain. So I go home, I take those meds, and the 3 days, my friend comes over to check up on me. So, hey, DC, if you're watching, thank you so much for being there for me. So she came, she helped me clean the house and everything. Then I think she gave me a boiled egg. I think it was a boiled egg. So on eating this boiled egg, I spit it out. It's like I vomited. And then so I rushed to the toilet, and then I went there to ease myself, and then on wiping myself, sorry, I saw something like, how babies look in their womb, like there's this shape that they have, like a little, like beans. Yeah, so I saw something like that, bloody, something like that. It's like it had blood in it, but it was something like that. So I think it was still full, like complete, like the pregnancy, the 6 weeks fetus. I don't know how to call it, the fetus, or yeah. So I went in there and it came out, and I took pictures of it so that I could show the doctor, so that he would not ask me questions so much and I would not know what to answer. So yeah, so I guess that's how it came out. I don't know all of it. Yeah, so because when I showed the doctor that picture, it was like he was relieved, like everything came out. He checked me the next time, he cleaned me up, and I think he said there was no need for me to do the, I don't know what they call it, the DNC. I don't think the cleaning up after the miscarriage. So that's how the miscarriage happened. I don't know what caused it. I don't know if it is the hormones or it was a blighted ovum. I don't know. The only thing I remember is I used to eat a lot of pineapples. I hear pineapples are not good during the first trimester in pregnancy. But I don't know if that's what caused it or what triggered it. I cannot tell. Yeah, because my first pregnancy was smooth all the way, so I couldn't understand what this one happened. So yeah, I asked for some time off work, so I stayed home for those 3 days, I think, and a couple of days, until when I was okay. I was okay physically, but emotionally I knew this would wreck me. And the only thing I do is I cry. I do cry a lot to let pain out, because if I don't, it will really stress me, and when I break down, it really messes me up in every area of my life. So I would rather cry, let it all out, and just get used to, just let the pain out. So yeah, so that's what I did. My little boy is kicking. So I stayed like so, and then when I went back to the doctor after everything was cleared and I was okay, he told me, you know what, I could help you conceive again. We could try something else. And he gave me the chlomid tablets and other supplements so that they can help you to conceive faster. So that's what I took. And baby. So I took that, and yeah, After some time, I missed my P's, and then I went to check. I took the test, and then I didn't record this. I just did it in the washroom because we were used to it, because I had used so many tests and they were all negative so before. So I just took this one alone, and then I just came out smiling, and immediately my husband knew that I'm pregnant, because the other times when I would come out, looking furious and angry. I don't know at who, or at myself or my husband or my body, but I will always come out of the bathroom very furious and angry if I did find the test to be negative. So I came out with a smile on my face, and immediately he knew that something good has happened. And yeah, that's how we found out that that we were pregnant, and we couldn't be happier, because this is what we've been waiting for. This is what we wanted. We both wanted this to happen, and it was a good thing when it happened, and it's all God's plan. And I'm so happy that I'm going to experience motherhood again. So I don't know if it's right or wrong to conceive immediately after miscarriage, but the doctor assured me everything will be fine. So the first trimester, I avoided having too much pineapples, even if it was my craving. I avoided having that too much, and pawpaws, and what else did I avoid? Even fish. I had some kind of fish are not good to eat during the first trimester. So yeah, that's what I avoided, and just kept asking God to just be with me and help me have this baby to full term. So yeah, that's how we found out that we were pregnant. And yeah, so I'll have to see you guys on the next video. So please click on the red button to subscribe, and I'll come back with a Q&A, pregnancy Q&A, and answer all your questions. I'm now in my third trimester, so that was a long time ago, and I'm happy that I'm now here and my baby is still fine. I thank God so much. So if you're still here, please click on the red button to subscribe, and thank you so much for keeping me company and for listening to my story. I know it's short, but I know it will inspire someone who's given up hope, or who's going through a miscarriage and doesn't know what to do next, or thinks everything is over now. It's not, and everything happens for a reason. So just hang in there, do whatever makes you relieve the pain, let it out. Don't be alone, but if being secluded is what you like, you can do that, and take your time to heal, because that mental health is as important as physical health. And I know that, I believe everything happens for a reason, and you're going to come out strong. You're going to come out better than you were before, even if that was what you were looking for to, and it did not happen. So you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Love you.